And it performed extremely well, specifically on reasoning tasks, even though it wasn't a quote unquote reasoning model like what you see with O1 or O3 from OpenAI, but it was trained on some synthetic data from a reasoning model. But the point is, we're seeing these models do much better than we thought with less training, less data, less sort of investment into compute, etc. So kind of keep that in mind as you read this. So they're saying that, so they started their sort of explorations into these large concept models. They started with a 1.6 billion parameter model and training data in order of 1.3 trillion tokens. So very small. Much smaller than most things that you would consider even like usable. So right now the big models are like 1.7 trillion, right? Meta's model, their biggest one is 405 billion. Midline is, let's say, 70 billion. Small ones would be like 7 billion. So this is kind of like tiny, nano, 1.6 billion parameters. And then they scale one of them to a model size of 7 billion parameters. So kind of starting from tiny, from nano to, let's say, kind of equivalent to small models. And they do some basic evaluations, namely summarization and a new task of summary expansion. And what they find is that the model shows pretty impressive zero-shot generalization. So meaning that it's able to kind of like generalize, learn from its data, so it's able to do more things than just what kind of appears in its data. Generalization, which is kind of what we want these models to be able to do.